Hello, this is Akif, and now I am going to show you my new project, Codeforces AutoTracker. I think this presentation will be messy because I am not very good at English, so I have segmented this presentation to 10 points. So, going to point number 1, which is date. Today is Saturday, 10th October. If I go to Google and write today's date, it will say Saturday, October 10, 2020. I'm showing this from Google because for trust issue, I made this project at the end of September and now I am presenting it to you. Okay, so now let's go to the project. Basically, Codeforces AutoTracker is a part of my commitment because I had a plan to solve at least one problem every day. So what this program will do? This program will go to my Codeforces submission page and then count how many problem I have got accepted and how many problem I have submitted, and it will automatically update like this to a Google Sheet. I don't have to run this program each and every day because I have hosted this on Heroku. So let's go to the code. I'm really sorry because of not writing this code very efficiently, or I cannot say this is a clean code. So for this project I have used beautiful soup library for scrap data, and I have used request to connect with the website, and another thing is gspread. I use this to connect Google Sheet API that will connect my program with this Google Sheet. And here you can see that I have added a Google API with this Google Sheet. Another thing I have used is date time, because if today is 10th October, it will count all of the data of 9th October. Let's see what this program will do. First of all, this program will go to this link, Codeforces submission / my ID name. Then it will collect date information, check all the problem and write it on this Google Sheet. If I run this program, it will run yesterday's date. Suppose today is 10th October, it will write 9th October, and then it will write here number of solve, I mean how many problem I have submitted, and from those how many problem was accepted. And there is another row contest rating. I haven't implemented this because I am not still participating in Codeforces contest, and this is very easy feature, so I will add it later. Okay, so now go to the code. Let's see how this code works. So this is the main file, Codeforces AutoTracker script.py. In this sheet, first of all, I have collected today's date with date time module, and then I have calculated yesterday's date. Then here is Google Sheet connection. I have connected this to a Google Sheet named Codeforces AutoTracker Akif Islam. So this is Codeforces AutoTracker Akif Islam, and here is 3 column: date column, which is column 1, submission column, and accepted column 1, 2, 3. So here you can also see date column 1, solve column is number 2, and accepted column is number 3. This program will work on these 3 columns. First of all, in this submission time list, it will count all of the submission time, like October 9, 2020. It will collect all the information from when column, I mean 9, 9, 9, 8, this. And here is another scraper which will collect verdict, I mean accepted data or wrong answer data. It will come to this row, verdict row, and it will count if my program is accepted or not. And this to list will scrape all the data from this page. There are 50 entries, and the list will contain all the 50 entries. One of the disadvantage is this program will only collect top 50 data. If I submit 52 or more than 50 submission in a day, then this program will not work perfectly because I haven't implemented this feature. But usually I don't submit more than 50 problem in a day because it is almost impossible for a man. Okay, after that, here I have used a get problem list function, which is here. You can see get problem list function. It will go to my problem column. Sees if I have submitted one problem more than one time. Suppose here is a problem fashionably, and see I have got accepted this problem twice. So my program has to check if I have submitted one problem two or many times, then it will count just one, because if I submit one problem 100 times, then it will just count one. So finally here is if condition. If the data is already exist in Google Sheet, then it will say duplicate data found or duplicate date found, and if the data is not on Google Sheet, then it will insert the new row with new information. One thing I forgot to say that all of the codes are on GitHub. I have made two repositories. One is private because it is connected with Heroku and it contains API keys, so I don't want to share with it with open world. And another version is public version, which don't contain perfect API key. So if you want to run, then you should make your own API key. Okay, so let's run this program. If I go to my Google Sheet, then you will see this program is updated to 8th October. And today is 10th October, so yesterday was 9th October. So if I run this, should write here 9th October and the information of 9th October. I have hosted this program on Heroku, and the program will run on every 6 hours. So now it is 6:32 am, and Heroku will run this program maybe at 8 am. So I am now showing you this manually. So if I run this program, see, start. Today is October 10. So it has said found 50/50. I mean, it has successfully scraped all the data from this website, because this page contains 50 data. Then it is showing that how many problem I have submitted. It is saying 18 and I have got 7 data accepted. Okay, so this is my information, and it is now checking for my other's friend information because I have added their name too, so I can compare with them how many problem they have got accepted on that day and how many I have. This is really good for comparing. So it will run for my 5 friends, because on this Google Sheet you will see Akif, which is me, and there is another 4 guy. Okay, so finished. This program is finished, and now it is waiting for schedule update. Why schedule update? Because I have updated it on Heroku, and Heroku runs it on every 6 hours, which means after 36 minutes. And I have used here APS, which is Advanced Python Scheduler, and this module runs this program on every 36 minutes. Okay, so if I go to here, if I go to my Akif sheet, and you can see 9th October I have submitted 18 times and got accepted 7 times. Let's check. If I go here, if I reload, and I should write October/09, and you can see there is 18 submissions, all are marked with yellow. And how many times I have got accepted? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 times. But is it really 8 times? Let's check. If I write accepted 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, so this should write 8, but here I have submitted one problem twice, so it will be 7. So let's go to my Google Sheet and see, this is 7. And the same thing has happened for my other friends. And you may say how this cell is green and how this cell becomes red, because I have used conditional formatting, and this is not my program feature, this is Google Sheet feature. Okay, so you can see I have got accepted 7 problems. My friend got accepted 1 problem. My another friend did not submit any problem. Okay, so this is the program. So now come to Heroku part. So if I go to Heroku, you can see that I have submitted or uploaded this problem 11 times because of implementing new feature, so that my program becomes error free. And if I go to my private GitHub repository, which is connected to Heroku, you can see that I have committed 14 times. Okay, so here you can see my list of programs on this project, that is clock.py, which is the APS module program, which just run my program on every 6 hours. And this program is especially for Heroku, because if I upload this on Heroku, this will run every 6 hours. And another program is Codeforces script, which is the main script. Then comes Codeforces JSON file, which is API key. I am not opening this for privacy. Another thing is Proco file. Here I have set the clock of Heroku and run this clock.py program. Clock.py means this clock.py program. Another thing is requirement.txt. It contains all the requirements for my repository. So these 4 files are not used on the main program, but I use this just for rough. And if I comes to Heroku, you will see that I have uploaded this file 11 times for implementing better and better version again and again. And this is a free Heroku account, so I think very soon it will finish hosting my program. And here comes the problems that I faced and how I solved this. First problem I faced is time zone problem. If I run this program sees the time zone as Russian time zone, which is GMT plus 3. If I go to the website manually, suppose like this, it says UTC plus 6, which is GMT plus 6. So there is a time difference, and if I care about only date and if I don't care about times, then this program will not work perfectly. This program was collecting all the data from 9 p.m. to 9 p.m. because it is UTC 3 and I am in UTC plus 6. So I have overcome this problem using date time module. I have collected all the data, and now it will count only 9 p.m. to 9 p.m. on that day. So the program sees 9 p.m. and I see 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. because I am in my time zone. Another problem I have faced is double count, which is, suppose here you can see that one problem fashionably got accepted twice. but my program will count this problem twice, so this will increase this value using double count, so there is a mismatch of counting. So I have collected all the name list from this page and then used set data structure to get original count so that there is not any mismatch. Another thing I have used recently, that is sometimes the Codeforce website is down for a long time, suppose for 24 hours, and my Heroku will run this program and the program will crash. So recently I have added try catch block, which is exception handling. So if my program cannot scrap data, it will go to except block. And there are lots of problems that I faced during solve, but I cannot remember right now. So this is the project and hope you will like it. Thank you.